Alright, this is Frank Sinatra. A while ago, one of you asked me to do a construction of the head for the Perfect Grade GP01, just to show you how all the wiring goes in, and hopefully to help you guys make it work. It took me a few times to get it to work, and word of advice right now is be careful when you're applying these, because especially for the screws can strip because this is soft plastic and you're using steel screws. So you have a chance of stripping these, and it'll just make doing the electronics in this head much harder. Anyways, so for the head, first parts we're going to need are this one and this little thing here. And with this thing, make sure the piece is facing like this. Let me grab a. Here we go. Okay, make sure it's set. This small piece here is like this. See how it's like that? And it will just go straight into here, like so. So it will sit into here. Your battery pack will come into here and connect with this wire. And there will be a screw here and more wires going through here to connect electricity through there. Next part you're going to need is this one, and it goes into here like this. Make sure it's looking like this. That part, this piece goes into there, that there, and this there. This will also connect to your battery pack. So next part will be a plastic bit. Is this a 30? This is A30, and it will just go in like so. Whoops, I should put that in camera. It will go in like so. And here your LED will be next. And when you apply your LED, make sure that this long bit is first and this short bit is next. And it just kind of goes in there. And our LED is in. Next is your X11 piece. Here it is. And make sure that this U piece is facing up, and it just kind of goes in like that. But make sure when you're putting it in that if you see there, this is kind of separated here, and that metal part needs to go in between it, so that when this piece comes up, it moves that piece. This piece comes up, it moves that piece of metal up and back down, respectively. But next is for our screws. You're going to want these little 1-to-1 these screws here, and one will go in right about here. We use this small screwdriver for this, and just screw it in there. When you screw it in, make sure that you're getting each of the metal pieces between the screw, or else there's going to be no electrical current going through here. And then the next piece here, next screw goes right there, and just screw it in. Like I said, don't be too tight about it. I've stripped this one right here. I can still get a current going through it, but it makes this whole thing very finicky. When you screw these in, make sure they're snug but not tight, or else you're going to strip it. So, next on the list will be your battery pack. It's just two pieces that are easily constructed, and flips open like that. And for a battery, you're going to need a CR1220. You can buy them at most. You're gonna have to go to a special battery place. Like there's a Battery Plus in my town, and these cost about, I think it cost me $2 or $3 for this lone battery. Not too expensive, but when it goes in there, obviously the positive side and the positive battery bit. So when you put this in here, you're going to want it upside down like this. Actually, just leave the battery upside down like so. Next, is this piece for the head, and make sure that the piece that looks like a nub, it's actually not, and just put it down in there and let it be. Then grab your other half of the head and close it up. Now that we have the head installed, we can now do the face. And one thing with the face, get those out. So with the face, we will have these little pieces here. They are V1 and V1-1 and V1-2. And in the face, we have two little areas for it, and just stick them in there. Okay, now that we have those on there, just attach the face in there. It just goes right on. Just give it a nice little push to make sure it's snug on there. Like mine isn't. There it goes. There we are. Now my face is on my the rest of the head. So next is your battery pack. Make sure it's upside down like this and just slide it in. Make sure it's in all the way, and next, most important of all, see that there? A screw goes right in there. Okay. Get that screwed in. Yep, it's stripped as I thought. And looky there. My electronics are working beautifully. They just started right up, and push it up to bring it back on. Some troubleshooting with the eyes. If they fail to start immediately, just push this in a little bit and it'll force the battery in more, and maybe then the connection will go. And usually it'll stay right there till you turn it off, and then it'll pop back a little bit. They'll just pop back a little bit, and when you want to turn them on again, just push it back in again. But let's finish with the head. Since I already had most of it constructed, you should be able to follow along pretty easily if you have most of your stuff constructed. So let's just finish up here. There we go. I'm just going to kind of move along and barely describe what I'm doing, since you should be able to follow along easily with your instruction manual, because this is just basic construction, really. I'm just putting in the antenna, all that stuff. Well, I guess now would be a good time to talk about what I'm doing with my stuff, with my model kits and stuff. I recently bought a generator, well, a compressor for my airbrush. I need to now go out and buy a hose, then I can start airbrushing. And the first kits I'm going to airbrush are the 0070, not 0079, the 0083 SD kits that I have, because they're next in line. I have the 0079 and 0080 ones done. I'll be recording the 79 one today, so we can have, so I can upload that one and have another video out. And then I'll probably do the 0080 one pretty soon. But just to let you guys know that my videos might slow down a little bit. This is my last year of college, and so I'm doing my capstone project, and that's going to be really time consuming. But when I get it done, it should be pretty worth it and should look pretty cool. And actually, when I'm done with my capstone project, I'll post the video online of it. My degree is animation, so it's going to be a short little 3D movie that I'll be posting. And if it doesn't get done, well, I'll just go out, get drunk, and cry that my life is over. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going down, really. And here we almost have this head installed. Bloody hell. This is the part I hate the most about this kit. It's applying those pistons to that head. I mean, you barely see them anyways, and they're just so annoying to put in. And this bit here. This bit here barely stays on in the first place, so whatever. Anyways, here's our completed head, and push this down all the way. Come on. Yep, here we go. Like I said, now we get to troubleshoot the head. So let's move these to the side. Wow, this is taking 10 minutes. That's surprising to me, actually. Anyways, so as you can see, I have the thing pushed all the way down, but the eyes aren't going. So let's see if I can push this down a little bit more. Nope, and the eyes aren't going. Okay. Jiggle the head around. Okay. That is annoying. I just got these eyes working too. Smooth this in and out a bit. Come on, baby, work for me. Well, like I said, to troubleshoot it, some of my stuff in there is stripped, so these eyes may never turn back on again. But I have now shown you guys how to turn on the eyes yourself, and I'm going to keep on troubleshooting this myself. See if I can get those eyes to work, or if they're just going to continue to be punks about this whole thing, which I figure they're going to do. But I won't be heartbroken if the eyes never turn back on again. But there's my how to turn on your electronics, even though they didn't turn on. So I will see you all next time then.